Welcome, dear ones. Today we're entering the theme, the invitation of your soul. Remembering what you came here to give. This is not about striving, not about inventing something new, not about performing your way into purpose. This is about remembering the living frequency that you already carry. The invitation your soul brought with it into this life. If you've been feeling the pull to reconnect with why you're here, or wondering how to give in a way that feels nourishing and true, then this is for you. Before we dive in, if you haven't already taken my Sacred Wealth Archetype quiz, it's a perfect way to begin attuning to the gifts that you already have, that you're already here to give. And you can find the link in the show notes. Your invitation is not something you have to invent. It's not out there waiting for you to find it. It's already alive inside of you. It's like the breath that has been with you since the moment you were born. The note only you can sing. And the key that you have that unlocks something in the world and that only you can unlock and only you can give. Totally unique to you. You know when you're aligned with it, when your giving feels timeless, effortless, and totally joyful. Think of the moments when someone thanked you for something that felt so natural to you. It almost seemed like nothing. That's the frequency of your invitation. That's the signal. Your invitation is already encoded in your design. In your soul blueprint. So let's take a moment to reflect. Where in your life are you already giving without effort, without depletion? Without effort and without depletion. Keys to your invitation. But we often forget. Conditioning pulls us into comparison. Survival demands push us to chase approval, productivity, or external measures of success. And slowly, the original signal gets buried. I'll share a story. A while back, I was with a fellow teacher, someone I respected deeply, and I felt called to glance at her chart. Not a full reading, just a quick look, because I sensed something stirring. I shared with her that she was in a cycle that would bring many opportunities, but not all of them would be for her. Some would appear promising, but would actually add complication, drama, or a sense of overreaching. I told her that discernment would be her ally and to pay attention to whether something expanded her with clarity or entangled her with confusion. A couple months later, she came back to me and said that she'd made a very important choice in her team. Letting go of someone who had been pulling things off course, even though she had prepaid for services and lost thousands of dollars. She knew the situation wasn't aligned. And by releasing what was incoherent, her whole team became more cohesive, their offerings streamlined, and instead of loss, it actually became a gain. And more recently, one of my clients came to me in a similar moment seeking clarity. I recommended a particular vault meditation in Sacred Wealth Mastery for her to do. One that was resonant with her energy and what she was all ready to open into. And she later told me that not only did the meditation activate her into seeing her next steps clearly, but her partner also did the meditation and made a 180-degree turn in their life. Where they had been stuck before, things began to move. It became a catalyst for clarity that unlocked aligned work and greater harmony in their relationship. And that experience reminds me of something closer to home. My son-in-law often tells me I'm always right, and not in an egotistical way. He says it with love and recognition. And what I always tell him in return is I'm not right. I'm just often resonant. That's the distinction. Being right in the mind sense is about proving, performing, or winning. But resonance is different. Resonance carries truth without needing to argue it. Resonance is coherence. And when you live in resonance, your choices rearrange everything around you. This is how we forget. By chasing right instead of resonance. By measuring worth through other people's lenses rather than soul's frequency. Choose resonance. So how do we remember? How do we remember the invitation? Return to the environments, people, and practices that amplify your life force. Let stillness reveal the giving that remains when all striving falls away. I often say I'm high maintenance. meditation, walking in nature, quiet, still moments. Remembrance is key. A client once told me she didn't think her natural way of listening was valuable until others kept naming it as the very reason they felt safe with her. And that reflection reminded her that her true giving wasn't something she had to strive for. It was already in her. Sometimes remembrance comes through stillness, and sometimes it comes from being mirrored by those around us. So here's your practice for the week. Offer something that feels completely natural for you to give. No strings attached, no outcome. Just the thing your soul wants to share, and notice what happens. Let's pause for a moment for our integration practice. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you can, and breathe into your heart. Allow your life-giving breath to land in your heart. Your all-knowing heart, the seat of your soul, where your wisdom is accessed, felt, and known. Let this question drop into your heart. What giving feels most natural right now? What giving feels most natural right now? It may be small. It may be quiet. But your soul's invitation is already alive in you. You only need to say yes, not figure it all out. Yes opens the door. Over the coming week, journal or voice note the moments when your giving feels effortless. That's the map back to resonance. You're worth it. If this teaching stirred something in you and you're ready to live from your soul's giving in wealth, work, and leadership, then Sacred Wealth Mastery is a place to be. You'll find the link below. And as always, I invite you to subscribe, to follow. Be sure to leave me a comment and like this. Thank you for being here. Remember, your soul's invitation is already alive in you. I look forward to being with you next time. Much love.